I'm Justin Roberts of Biz News, and with me today is Jan Potgieter, CEO of JSE-listed Italtile. Jan, before we get into the numbers, your incredibly successful journey at Italtile is coming to an end soon. It's been such a tough macroeconomic backdrop in South Africa to succeed for the better part of a decade now, especially within retail, where GDP growth is one of the primary drivers of the industry. When so many have got it right, how have you managed to get it right?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think these results are testament to the agile response of our resilient team, our robust business model with integrated supply chain, especially in these disruptive times, world-class manufacturing, and then our trusted retail brands, which is a safe environment for customers to shop. And over and above that, I think our unwavering focus on continuous enhancement of the customer shopping experience, whether it's online or in stores. And then we continue to invest in innovation and for the future. And I think our ethos of profit sharing and partnership with our people is really what made the difference. And I'm really humbled to have led such an awesome team and being able to deliver such great results. So yeah, we're very proud of the efforts of everybody during very, very difficult times.
Leadership is always a tough talking point. It's something that is done through actions rather than something that can be articulated in words. But what's your word of advice to any current business owners, prospective CEOs, divisional heads, and the youth looking to replicate similar success?
Look, it's always difficult to talk about leadership, but one thing for me, it has to be authentic. You really need to be an authentic leader that can connect with people at different times and understand what people are going through, and really trying to, very much our culture is to roll up your sleeves and set the right example. And I think during tough times, that's when real character is tested, and that's where real leadership is needed. And you constantly have to create that hope, direction for the people, and then walk the talk. So, but it's not for me to advise other leaders. I think each one need to define their own way that they can get the best out of people and live up to their own full potential. Because I think there's so much potential in people that we are not extracting, and to really get people to, as a combined unit, to deliver so much more.
To the results, undoubtedly one of the best on record for Italtile in its history. The home improvement trend that emerged from COVID has been a big tailwind for the business. This trend is evident. We've seen it in Massmart's Builders Warehouse and Spar's build its numbers. But is this uptick in earnings sustainable?
Yeah, I think notably the industry did benefit from this enforced stay at home with change in lifestyle and priorities. But we've been on a journey where we focus on a lot of initiatives over three odd years, and I think it just came together for us during this period. And I guess we focus on things that's within our control: our sales levers, cost leadership, productivity, the high performance culture. So although we benefited from it, it is a lot of the things that we've done, that helped us, not only to get the volume growth, to get the margin improvement, to really generate a lot of cash. So despite a bit of a tailwind, you still need to go and execute. And we really try to bring affordable fashion, which we say is the right product at the right time and place for our customers. And some of the innovations in the retail side through the scanners, or what we've done on our web, or in the distribution through our transport management system, or in the manufacturing through our ecotech tiles, which really, it's world class in the sense it's less CO2 emission. It's some of the latest technology, and I think all of those things combined with, like I said earlier, our people really given us a step change. And yes, we know that this DIY trend won't be there forever, but we try to focus on the things that's within our control and really try and drive that. We can't change all the uncertainty, because there's a lot of uncertainty, whether it's the sluggish vaccine rollout, the low consumer confidence, the very, very high unemployment, crime, corruption, you name it. There's so many things that is going against us, but you can't spend your life worrying about those things that's outside your control. And we know there's a sense of fatigue. So rather try to be creative control what you can. And even our disruptive marketing campaigns, whether it's the Waza Kaya campaign for CTM or the CT Winner campaign for CTM, the Waza Kaya for Top T, we're just trying to connect with our customers and give them what they deserve, which is beautiful homes. And maybe the low interest rates did benefit us a lot, where people are going back and investing money in their most important asset, which is their houses. So from that point of view, we're very happy. But we do believe, we spent a billion in capex in the previous financial year, and we'll most probably spend another 900 million in the new financial year. We keep on investing to bring the right product to our customers and improve their lives, that they can feel good about something.
Shareholders are smiling, Jan, with a very generous distribution in the form of an ordinary and special dividend, whilst, as you said, still managing to grow the business organically. Capital allocation often makes or breaks the market's opinion on a management team. What process does the Italtile board follow when it comes to capital allocation?
Yeah, I think we're quite a conservative group, and always been conservative. We don't like borrowing. We got very low gearing. People sometimes accuse us of a lazy balance sheet, but we like to be conservative. And when we invest, we like to invest in things that we understand and that we know. And when we make those investments, we're quite confident that we will be able to deliver on it. And I think our track record over many years talk to that. Yes, if you put a lot of volume through our business model, it generates a lot of cash. And that's why for 4 consecutive years we could return excess cash to our shareholders. We obviously do all the normal stuff, the capex, the buyback of shares, all of those kind of things. But if we look at our forecast, we're very happy. We keep our dividend cover consistent at 2.5 cover, which we think is the right cover for our business. But whenever there's excess cash, the first thing that we will do is return it to shareholders, to say thank you for their support. And as a proudly South African company, it is always nice to be close to your roots, and as a team, we're still very humbled. We know it's going to get tougher out there. So yeah, you're only as good as your last result, and there's a lot of hard work that's lying ahead for us in the new year, because there will be more challenges. But I guess what was really nice for us of this set of results is the fact that it was double-digit sales and profit growth across all business units, across all geographic areas, across all merchandise categories. So all in all, it was a very, very good result that we've delivered, and we need to continue on that success. Even if things are tougher out there, we will just have to take more share of wallet and share of market.
Following on from that, Jan, the 2022 financial year has been underway for 2 months now. How is business going?
Yeah, look, it's very early to kind of start making predictions about it, but there is a bit of a slowdown. What the main reason for that is, that's speculation, but there is definitely a slowdown, and unfortunately, since the unrest is where we've seen, even in our commentary, we refer to it. Up to the point of the unrest, we had sales growth, which drives obviously all of the integrated models. We had sales growth of 14% up to that point, and subsequent to that, we've seen some decline. So that customer psyche is negative. There's no doubt about it, and hopefully we can get through this period, and things will improve. But I don't think it's easy out there for any business, and I don't think it's easy out there for any consumer or customer. I think we're all dealing with a lot of emotion, a lot of uncertainty, and hopefully we can have some positive news coming through, some clarity, which is so important, because that psyche, whether people spend money or not, is critical for and growth is fundamental for us as a country. We really need growth, and as a business, we will open new stores. We will invest in more capacity, because we understand the importance of growth, to create more opportunities for our people as well. So growth is top of mind for us, but it's not going to come easy.
Having done some corporate finance work for Italtile a few years ago, I assume the natural succession would be to elect Chief Financial Officer Brandon Wood, but CEO of one of Italtile's major subsidiaries, Lance Foxcroft, was chosen to be your successor. Having had correspondence with Brandon, I know his quality and professionalism, so there might be some bias here, but what was the thesis in electing Foxcroft?
Look, I think our succession planning has been in place for a long time. And similar, as a board, there's a lot of work that's been done behind the scenes to make sure we can cope with different scenarios. I think Brandon is extremely competent CFO and very important. At least I have a bit of a finance background, but I think for any new CEO to have a stable CFO that got the corporate knowledge, that really understand a lot of the models, good relationship with shareholders, etc. It's important to have that stability. And Lance's track record speak for itself. If you look at the results of Ceramic for this reporting period, Ceramic more than doubled their profit. So yes, the fact that it was fully loaded for the year because of the massive demand. But there's Lance has been with the business for a very long time. He worked closely with the chairman. He bring a fantastic track record. Even his own succession with Tsepo that's been around a long time. It's been planned, and I think as a team, we're confident it's the right team. And I guess the other way that we run the business, each business unit got a very competent individual which got an equity stake in that business. So across all our business units, it's part of our partnership philosophy to have someone that got skin in the game. And they run it as if it's their own business, because we do believe that the entrepreneurial spirit is what's making us very different to a lot of other listed corporates out there. So it is to kind of influence and less control. I think that is the role of the CEO, just to get all this magic to work together. But the decision making takes place in each business unit. Lance have got good relationships with a lot of these guys over many years that he built up. So there's a 6-month period where I can share as much of the retail knowledge that I got, which maybe it might be lacking, although during the time that Ceramic also supply the open market, so they deal with a lot of other retailers. Only about 65% of their supply comes to our own retail brands. 20% goes into the Africa export market, and the rest go to all the big retailers out there that's dealing in our type of product. So he got good exposure of retail, and my role is to transfer as much knowledge to him as possible in this transition period. But we're very confident that the business is in good hands going forward.
Jan, you immigrating at the end of the year to Europe, another unfortunate circumstance of brain drain in South Africa. But do events such as the case indicate your decision to leave the country?
Yeah, look, this decision was made way before that. It got nothing to do. It is a personal decision that I normally don't want to speculate or talk about. It's a personal decision that I made with my family some time back, and I still got. I'm still going to have shares in the company. I'm still going to become a non-executive director of this company and some other listed companies. So I got a massive vested interest in this country. I want this country to succeed, and I will be back on a regular basis. But I guess we really need some strong leadership to move the country forward, which I think there is a massive concern out there, and we all have to work together, whether it's business, whether it's government, whether it's politicians, whether it's whoever. We have to work a lot harder to get the country to be able to deliver to its full potential. But what we've experienced recently is an extremely sad state of affairs.
I'm Justin Roberts of BizNews, and you've been listening to Italtile CEO Jan Potgieter.